In Week 1, Kalispell's #1 receiver Rashawn Brooks suffered a season-ending injury in just the second quarter. This means that true freshman tight end Donnie Castillo could see an even bigger role in the offense, and the Warhawks will be implementing more twin tight end sets with him and Everett Whitfield. Today they take on Pac-12 foe, the Oregon State Beavers. This is the toughest game on the schedule for the young Warhawks. The offense was quite impressive last week, but how are they going to play without their #1 wideout, who has been the most productive receiver so far in this young team's history? We'll see what Kalispell can get going here against Oregon State, and off we go in week #2. And Dockery will take a knee, setting up the Beaver offense against a Kalispell defense that really struggled against Idaho. That was certainly a winnable game. Here is Daryl Garrettson back to pass as he throws outside, and this is hauled in by Hunter Jarman for 18 yards. Now, Kalispell did not do a good job of closing up running lanes or slowing down the quarterback last week, as Garrettson is going down. Met by Schultz and cleaned up by Antone Slater. Slater had some great moments in his first game last week. Here's a play action, and down the middle, this is Seth Collins for a first down as they recover the lost yardage and get the conversion. Following a gain of 18, inside give here as Null breaks it outside. A rare miss tackle by Marcus Calhoun and a 9-yard pickup as the Beavers quickly get into field goal range. Garrettson to Lucas, getting a lane, fighting ahead. Calhoun struggling to bring down the ball carriers here early. It's a 15-yarder now. A bunch set to the right as Garrettson heads back to the air. Well protected and open. This is Jordan Villeman, their #1 wideout. A big physical pass catcher who may be shaken up after his first catch on the day. Goal to go for the Beavers as Garrettson calls out an adjustment. Sprint pass left. He'll tuck it and run for a touchdown. Beavers on top thanks to an opening drive score. Marching right down the field uncontested, and they'll take a 7-0 lead. Now we see the offense as they come out right away. Two tight ends, now Marquise Walker in the shotgun as he hands off, and Sammy Hawthorne can't get any room here. A short pickup. Hawthorne on 51 yards back in the opener. Now to the air, Walker throwing right and off the mark, looking for Sammy Hawthorne. Walker coming off his best passing day in his career. Now it's 3rd and 8. Can Walker convert? The blitz is there. Walker in trouble. Down he goes. Good pressure from Oregon State as they have come out of this game red hot in their opener. Oregon State goes empty now. 5 wide on first down. And Garrettson airing it out sideline and caught by Collins. It is ruled a catch, and this is going to be reviewed. We'll take another look at it, as we'll see if he got at least 1 foot down. And no, he did not. That was a terrible call on the field. The call is reversed. Now in an offset pistol, here's Null, and he's dragged down. Nice job by TJ Garner. Now a chance to get a defensive stop. Got to get some good things on your side early. Garrettson has all day, airing it out. This time the feet are in bounds. Jarman, think he got both feet, and 17 yards. Kalispell has to find a way to capitalize on 3rd down. And now we got Null breaking free into the secondary and dragged down by Jeremiah Grant after 32 yards. 1st and 10 Oregon State. Again the handoff. Null slips one and then brought down by Watson after a 3-yard gain. Again the offset pistol look. Garrettson keeping this one. The blocks in the secondary create a lane, and he's on his way for another rushing touchdown as the Beavers go up. 2 touchdowns over the Kalispell Warhawks. We saw Kalispell struggle against Washington last year, and we're out to a similar start here in their 2nd season. 1st and 10 Warhawks as Walker begins this drive. Triple option. The flip to Hawthorne, and he's taken down after a 6-yard pickup. The Warhawks tried but could not establish the triple option last week. Now a big blitz, and a catch made out of the backfield by Sammy Hawthorne, and that will be enough for a first. The starting receivers now are Troy Evans and Tyler Adams, as Donnie Castillo makes his first catch on the day, after 5 catches and a touchdown in his debut. Here's that twin tight end set. Walker down the middle and through the hands of Donnie Castillo. He had it for a moment, and if this team's going to ascend, he has to make those kinds of plays. Not much going right for our Warhawks here in the opening quarter as Garrettson gets back to work, swings it out to Lucas, who picks up a first down, and the Beavers are out across their own 40 in a hurry. On 2nd and 5, Garrettson to Null. Power run to the left side and taken down by Marcus Calhoun after a 3-yard pickup. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and short, the Warhawks need some plays. And they don't get one here. Garrettson with a stiff arm. First down, Beavers. And a 13-yard gain. 40 yards rushing already for Garrettson, who will throw it down the middle to Noah Tangiai for 14 yards and another first down. Continuing to march. First quarter coming to a close as Garrettson gets this into Dockery for another conversion. And it's goal to go. To start the second quarter, Beavers knocking on the door. Garrettson, end zone, touchdown, Seth Collins. And that creates a now 3-touchdown lead for the near-perfect Beavers. We'll go now to an update, a much closer football game as Washington upsets UCLA 38-33. We are going to see the Warhawks play Washington again next season when a lot of the core on this team will be seniors. Kalispell football needing something from the offense to get things moving in the right direction. There's a 4-yard gain for Marquise Walker. They got to get these 3rd downs right, and a give here to Hawthorne will get the job done. First down and a gain of about 10. Now can they get some kind of rhythm going? 2 tight ends again, first down. Well protected, and down the middle, Walker with a strike to Whitfield, and 21 yards. A lot of you think that Whitfield wasn't used enough last season, and despite the emergence of Castillo, Whitfield will still see plenty of time. Off the fake now, Walker gets drilled, and that is another incomplete pass, luckily not a fumble. But now it's a tough 3rd down for Kalispell, needing 11. Walker has a wide open man who dropped it. Troy Evans had a first down. It's not just about making the tough plays, but you have to make the easy ones. 21-0, Kalispell had a chance to cut into that. Couldn't do it, and now back to defense where things aren't going so well. Null rumbling forward for another 21 yards. Again approaching Warhawk territory as Garrettson gives to Null. He sheds a tackle and falls ahead. Slater couldn't bring him down. Again in Warhawk territory, Garrettson heads back to the air. He's well protected and has a wide open Collins down the middle. That's good for 9. Now Oregon State receiver Jordan Villeman has been out of this game since his first catch. And you really can't tell that anything has changed as they continue to just pick apart the Kalispell defense, whether it's in the air or power running up the gut. Garrettson again to Tangiai, and a first down as he fights ahead through Grant's tackle. It's just really tough to watch with Kalispell not putting up much of a fight. Here's Null up the middle, runs through Davenport on his way to a touchdown. 4 straight touchdown drives for Oregon State, and they're making it look awful easy. Even the offense, who played well last week, hasn't shown much yet. We're going back to triple option now. Out left, the flip, and Sammy Hawthorne is laid out, but he does get the first down. Paying the big price, though, on those flips. Now it's a throw for Walker, and he connects with Sonny Archer. With the drops last week from Wayne McLeod, now we're seeing Sonny Archer climb the depth chart. Walker running option now as he slides down after a 6-yard pickup. Might have to be more read option now as opposed to triple option. On 3rd and inches, Sammy Hawthorne getting the carry, and he will get just enough. But Oregon State's defense is awfully stingy so far. This time a carry for Albert Green, who gets some room up the middle as Kalispell tries to spread this defense out. And a good drive here. They've made it all the way to the 25. Now toss it out to Sammy, who runs out of room and will lose 3. It might be a couple years yet before the toss is a viable play for Kalispell. They just don't have the speed. Walker heads to the air and connects here with Albert Green as he jets outside to pick up the first down, showing some wheels on that play for 15. This is going to be the 12th play of the possession. Walker steps up and has that ball knocked down at the line. And it's going to be 3rd down Kalispell. They need to get inside the 3 to move the chains. 4-man rush. Walker's pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Back-to-back bats at the line, and they'll kick a field goal. So Kalispell breaks the shutout, but now it's 28-3 as Oregon State heads back to the air, and this is Collins into Kalispell territory. Oregon State has yet to be stopped. Just very strong touchdown possessions. Here's Garrettson taking off, and he can't quite find daylight. He's taken down for the 3rd sack of the day. That is TJ Garner. Here's 3rd down now. Kalispell yet to force a stop as Garrettson fires a strike. Jarman moves the chains. They are inside a minute. Oregon State not content, up 25. After the Super Bowl, how can you be? Garrettson airing it out. Touchdown. Seth Collins, 27 yards. He just blazed past Cam Davenport, and that makes it 5 drives in a row with a touchdown. Kalispell now left with 49 seconds as Marquise Walker will head back to the air and throw a strike down the middle again. That's Everett Whitfield for 24 yards. Kalispell has moved the ball pretty well on their last couple possessions. Here's Walker again, throwing and intercepted, his first INT on the season. This is Willis, and Oregon State again will be in Kalispell territory. Can they get even more points before the break? 29 seconds, Garrettson, he's going down. He is sacked by Marcus Calhoun. Can the defense at least hold them here? 13 seconds left. Garrettson, he's pressured and throws on the run to Tangiai inside the 5. Touchdown Beavers. 6 drives, 6 touchdowns, and what will be a 39-point lead at halftime. This has gone even worse than the Washington game did last year. Can Kalispell turn anything around in the second half? That was perhaps the most forgetful half of Kalispell football we have seen thus far. They have the football to start the second half at least, as hopefully they can get some strong drives together and maybe start getting some stops, a turnover, who knows. We're just looking to see some improvement. Walker off the fake, he'll roll out right and drop this off to Everett Whitfield, who has had a nice presence in the passing game today, this being his 3rd catch. On 1st and 10, a give to Hawthorne, who gets some room up the middle to run for about 7 yards. Kalispell did not score a touchdown last year against Washington, so I hope to see them get that chance today, as a handoff goes to Eddie Benson, his first on the season, and he gets 7. We'll see if Benson can get any kind of role in this offense again, as Walker fakes, goes outside to Castillo, as he will pick up around 7 yards on the catch and run. When the Warhawks go single tight end, it has been Donnie Castillo, as they run his way and pick up the first down here with Sammy Hawthorne. Again, the Warhawks are on the move. Here's 1st and 10 for Walker, again short to Castillo. They've gone downfield a couple times to Whitfield, have yet to really try it to Donnie. On 3rd down and 2, now the back is Whitfield, and Walker will keep this himself and keep the drive alive. 6 yards here on the run. Back to a spread look now, as Whitfield is the only tight end. Walker lobbing his way, and intercepted! Wilson gets 1 foot down, and the Beavers turn over Kalispell again. Trying to throw it up to the big tight end, and instead another turnover. Oregon State has yet to be stopped on a possession. That means either a punt, a field goal, or a turnover. It's been all touchdowns. Here's a stop on Ryan Null. Now at 3rd and 5. Garrettson against the blitz. That's out to Collins. 1st down as Frazier has trouble taking him down. And again, the Beavers are in Kalispell territory. Garrettson down the middle. Tangiai beats Frazier in coverage and races his way all the way inside the 10 for 42 yards. He's at 144. It's goal to go. Handoff Null. and brought down by TJ Garner, setting up a 3rd down and goal. Can they at least force a field goal attempt? Calhoun plugs the A-gap. It's a play action, and Garrettson runs in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. 7 drives, 7 touchdowns for Oregon State. We're not quite 2 games into this year, but I have some major concerns with the defense already. It's not just today, it's seeing what went on last week. And now Donnie Castillo is shaken up. That's the last thing this team needs right now. To the air on 3rd down, Walker with a wide open Troy Evans as he hauls in a 14-yard reception. And now for an update on Castillo, it is a strained shoulder, not serious, but could make him miss some time today. They bring Kendall Caldwell in motion. He gets the give and is taken down after a 4-yard pickup. He's one receiver who can see more snaps in the absence of Rashawn Brooks. Now a 3rd down and wide open, Marquise Walker hits Troy Evans, and that's another conversion. Kalispell again moving the football well. That hasn't been an issue, but when they get into Oregon State territory, they haven't been all that impressive. Dump off here to Albert Green as that will convert yet again. Kalispell driving. Green has certainly made the most of his touches. On 2nd and 13, Walker down the middle and intercepted. The interior pressure got to him. And Oregon State again takes the football away. It's felt like this game has been stuck on replay. Oregon State keeps scoring touchdowns. Kalispell can't get it done when they cross the 50. Here's a pass outside to Hernandez for about 10 yards as the starters are still in the game on both sides. 3rd and inches. Here's a handoff to Null, and I don't think he'll get it. He's pushed back by Frazier, and that is indeed a stop for Kalispell. That was just the first stop on the day. Now some triple option, and getting it out to Hawthorne, barely. And all that risk there for a gain of 2. Marquise Walker on 2nd down with nobody open, looks to run, and down he goes. This is a loss of 4. It has been a really tough day for Marquise Walker and everybody on this offense. 3rd and 12. Walker flushed. He can't escape, and down he goes. That makes it 4th and 24. After a punt back to Oregon State. Can the defense get back to backstops, perhaps? Null on the carry again, getting around 10 yards. His power has just been too much for the Kalispell front 7. Sending a blitz this time, it looks like, and Garrettson pulls it back. 1st down and more. And taken down by Davenport after another big run, this one of 21 yards. Inside the red zone, Garrettson down the middle again. Jarman broke a tackle, cuts it back, touchdown Beavers. 4 touchdown passes for Daryl Garrettson and 3 touchdown runs. That makes it 56-3, surpassing the difference of last year's game when Kalispell took on Washington. Now in the game for the Warhawks is Austin Bradley, who rolls outside, and Kendall Caldwell pulls this one down. And if we were looking downfield, there was Troy Evans kind of breaking free, but it would have been a long throw. I want to see what Caldwell can do, though. We need someone to emerge in that receiving core. Bradley running triple option, keeping this one, and a 1st down pickup of 6 yards. I still like Austin Bradley's game, and he could still see some time from game to game, even in games that aren't blowouts perhaps. That's a 9-yard play. Although Walker has definitely improved his arm over the offseason, so now there's less of a reason to put in Bradley. But he gets a good throw outside here to Sonny Archer, who's made a couple good catches in this game. Kalispell into the red zone now. 1:30 left to play. Bradley down the middle, knocked down, looking for Donnie Castillo. And that makes it 4th down. Kalispell just trying to score a touchdown here against the Pac-12. Bradley on 4th and 10, outside, intercepted by Wilson. The 4th takeaway. And this could seal Kalispell's fate as they are unable to score a touchdown against Oregon State and drop this game 56-3. I definitely expected much more from Kalispell today. I knew it would be a tough game, and obviously I'm not surprised it was a big win for Oregon State. But to see us put up less of a fight than last year against Washington, that is a really big disappointment. Now, I'd probably look on this game a lot differently had we capitalized more in Oregon State territory. We had plenty of drives that crossed the 50 at 3 points to show for it, 4 interceptions, and the defense, through 2 games so far, there aren't a lot of positives to take away. So why don't we go and talk about recruiting now? This is something that's a lot more fun to talk about than this game. Our number 1 target, Ja'Cory Day, is now favoring Kalispell as we are the only school to offer him a scholarship. I want to get some speed on this team, and we missed that chance last year when I targeted 2 fast receivers who went elsewhere. We're going to stay aggressive after Ja'Cory Day, but I might want to find some other speedy receivers who maybe aren't quite as talented as Day in case this doesn't work out. But right now, things are moving in the right direction. We are also now in first place for ROSCOE Sheridan, although Texas is his number 2 school, and I'm sure he'd love to go run in the Big 12 against those defenses. We are the only team to offer him a scholarship so far, but I'm sure other teams will soon. The news is not quite as good for defensive tackle Brock OXENDINE, who is favoring Washington. Both of us have offered a scholarship, but he wants to play pro ball, he wants to go to a bigger school, and it's hard for us to compete with the likes of the Washington Huskies. Number 4 on the list, though, is Sean Gallagher, and he is actually ready for a visit. That should be happening here pretty soon. Only team to offer him a scholarship is us, and we are building a nice lead here in the recruiting battle. For Hunter CLAYTON, still sitting behind Hawaii here as he has 3 offers on the table, and we'll see how much movement happens in this battle, especially when he can start visiting various schools. And finally, here we have Kelly John Charles. We are in first place for him now, but he has another offer on the table from Auburn. The SEC likes him a lot, and that's going to make it really tough for us to keep the Kalispell product in Kalispell. Moving down the list, we are in first place for Shannon Evans. Although Minnesota is the team behind us, they took a safety we wanted last year from us, the kid from North Dakota. We are in first place for MALCOM TYSON, cornerback. Also in first place for tackle Andre Scott, and we are now looking at a new cornerback, Jameel Butler. He's from Oregon, 5'10", 160. Very small, but definitely talented. He's fast, a very good athlete. Not a great tackler, but he's a good cover man. You just have to be worried about his size at only 160 pounds. We're also looking at defensive end John Coleman from California. We're in first place for him at the moment. He has decent acceleration off the line and is a finesse rusher, and we definitely have to get some pass rush on this team. We don't have enough of that right now. There is also guard Craig Ward from Idaho, as I'm just trying to target all the states around us here. I want to try creating more pipelines. Right now I feel pretty good about our recruiting battles, and we'll check back next week. In week 3, Kalispell plays their home opener in the first ever Warhawk Bowl. Kalispell takes on Louisiana Monroe, the only 2 teams in the FBS with the nickname Warhawks. Both teams are coming off of 50-point defeats, and both are looking for their first wins on the season. I think this is a pretty even matchup from a talent standpoint. I expect this to be a much better game and for Kalispell to play significantly better, which wouldn't be very difficult looking at how they did today. Now, Louisiana Monroe's top 2 players are their receiver Marcus Green, a smaller wideout, very fast and explosive, very similar actually to Ja'Cory Day, so keep an eye on him next episode, and their quarterback Garrett Smith. He's mobile, decent arm, generally accurate, and we'll see how Louisiana Monroe's offense does against the Kalispell defense that has yet to look very good this season. That is going to wrap up today's episode as I debut the new end screen. This is much improved. But if you enjoyed today's episode despite the big defeat, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and also let me know in the comments section, how do we fix this mess and get our first win? You can click the buttons on screen to go check out more content on both of my channels, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.